welcome to the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. The grandstands are packed, the cars have made their way to the grid, and we're minutes away from lights out. With good opportunities to overtake at the end of the Wellington and Hangar Straights, there's a lot of potential for close action around the 3.6 miles of the Silverstone circuit. With 18 corners and average lap speeds of around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the longest and quickest circuits on the calendar. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Formula 4 Racing. I'm your host, See Me Skate. My co-host, hello there, Housey. How are you, bud?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well.
That's the way. Silverstone, mate, your home track. And, well, a few of the lads in the lobby's home track. And, yeah, good to see. Well, I mean, I did say the Discord, hashtag bragging rights, and the Dutch boys, DJ Death Dragon, and Energetics piped up and said, excuse me. Well, I mean, doing their thing as usual, as only the Dutch boys know how to do. But, yeah, fantastic to see everyone in the chat, of course. We got, well, thanks for the follow. That was Slothy Boy there, mate, in Aiden McGovern for the follow. Much appreciated, man. Also, yeah, bit of banter between Walker and Xerxes, and, well, you doing your glorious thing there as usual. DJ Death Dragon, excuse me. Hello, lads. Same with the Geordie Juggernaut. There is Charlie Scott right there, and hello, peeps, and... well, there you go. All the boys and, well, one in particular trying to catch me out right there, but we will move on. We will move on. Silverstone, well, I'll tell you what there, Housey. I don't know if you were watching there, buddy, but that Australian race was an absolute belter, and I'll tell you what, I reckon this one's not going to be any much different, bud.
Yep, I did catch bits and pieces of it whilst I was at work this morning. But yeah, it looked like a good race. No safety cars, no VFCs, and no DNFs.
No.
So,
no.
As I put in the Discord earlier, no pressure, European lads. No pressure at all.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, that's exactly right. We are here for the European division. And, well, interesting to note, the championship is starting to tighten up. Of course, we've missed a couple of weeks in a row. The Amigo, of course, infamous Pillars, but he assures me he'll be back next week, and he's, well, missing him here at Formula 4. But anyway, we will move on. We do have a reserve in, and of course, we welcome the return of the one and only Mr. Aylin back in the, back on the grid there, Housey. And, well, I think it's been a little while since we've seen Aylin hit the track, of course, here at Formula 4 in a competitive fashion, I do believe. And, yeah, looking forward to seeing how he gets on, mate. No, yeah, and that's probably another situation of no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure.
Yeah.
No pressure.
And apologies there, folks. But yeah, yeah, Q1 of course.
Good day for the reserves, though. I think was the reserve earlier on what's his name?
Milligains
or something like that. Isn't
yeah,
it?
Milligains.
Milligains, yeah, that's it. Milligains. He had a cracking race by the looks of it earlier on.
Yes, he did, and Sandeesi, same sort of deal as well. So
same Sandeesi, yeah.
Yeah, got third in the end.
Again, Aylin, no pressure. We'll keep ramping it up.
Exactly.
Hey, the hot chocolate man, there he is, Bozza. How you doing, buddy?
I tell you what, Bozza, you've won
it. On the go.
I'll tell you something now, Boz. You've won a special place in Housey's heart there, mate. You know, I'll give you the reason why. There was a scenario there. Well, I left Housey all by his lonesome there for a couple of weeks, and yeah, you were keeping him company there, mate, and he absolutely loved it. Yeah, he's your friend. You've won him over.
Yeah, I've got one friend in the world, and he is Bozza. So, Bozza, I love you, man.
It was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was, I mean, when you were explaining it to me, Housey, there all those weeks ago, I mean, it was a touching moment.
Yeah, you know, it's this Formula 4 love.
That's it. That's exactly right. Well, I'll tell you what, mate. This lad wants some airtime. The Geordie Juggernaut. That is Charlie Scott just warming up that Monster Energy livery, of course, those soft compound tyres. Yes, we are in Q1. And, well, Charlie Scott is about to get us underway. So, Silverstone, here we come. Charlie Scott first to blink. And he's going to get all the airtime he likes. Let's just hope he can keep this one together. And there he goes, sweeping through turn 2.
Let's keep our mouth shut, shall we? We might make it round the lap.
That's
As
right.
long as we don't have a repeat process. As long as we don't have a repeat process of last week. I nearly had a heart attack last week with all these that turn 11 business and all that with its track limits and turn 20. Yeah, no, I do. Hopefully we should have a bit of a cleaner one of it this time. Although obviously a few places where track limits can be a bit of an issue here at the Silverstone track, but hopefully we shouldn't see too many people in the walls. As you know, obviously the Australian side this morning, no DNF, so that's a good sign.
Well, I mean, we're talking about, you keep mentioning that, and, well, I mean, hope these, hope you're not trying to do anything mischievous there, Mr. Housey.
I'm not doing any voodoo. No, I just hang on. Let me just get pins out the door. Hang on.
Okay, so well,
We've
Chaz has got
traffic here.
Yeah, there is, mate. There's a bit of traffic for Chazza, and he's going to be hampered, and he's hampered, of course. He has had to back out of that one. That is unfortunate. So I think Chaz is going to go. Chaz is going to go again, I do believe, mate. Unless he's going to finish
Kaiser coming around.
lap, but no, he's probably
He'll set
not.
the lap, but it's not going to be very good, is it? So
No,
Kaiser's going to be the first one in this Rockstar Racing. Here he goes, a 27.873 to get us underway then with a more of a representative lap time.
I think Mazepin will be next. He most certainly will be, Housey. The Golf Energy Racing lad, of course, yes. Here comes Mr. Mazepin, and he's about to complete his first time run here in Q1, and he sets a 1 minute 28.5.
Yep, PWS. Paul Watson's just unfortunately invalidated his lap, so he's going to need to go again. So he's not going to be the next one to set the line. We have got a Rockstar Monster Energy car, that's Zerks, but he is also invalidated, so it's going to be his teammate. Let's try and pick up which one it is. It's Bannister. Oh God, see, look at the love.
Yeah, exactly right. So 1 minute 28.2 is for Bannister, and at the moment it throws him up to P2 there, Housey. I do apologise, Mr. Droftas, but he's come out on the mediums. So, mate, well, Mr. Droftas.
Maybe weather coming?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now,
maybe
this lad wouldn't have thrown on those mediums for no reason in particular, I do believe. But, yeah, maybe there is some weather coming, who knows? But yeah, Droftas on top of the timing charts. The new Portonian, as some would say. But yes, 1 minute 27.6. So, well, not too shabby at all.
Ramsel set a 29.630, put himself P5 whilst we were talking there, and then just crossing the line, the Team Jaguar does a 157.35, but that is obviously nowhere near what that lad can do.
No, that's right. I am watching I Am Sloth at the moment. He's about to set his first time run. It is a 1 minute 27.8 on the medium also. And, of course, that is Rockstar Racing, folks. And Slothy Boy puts that P3 at the moment with a 127.8. So these boys just starting to warm up a little bit here, Housey.
Yep, Zerks. We're about to get Zerks across the line at the moment. There he goes, top of the 27.535. Soft tyres fitted. Good luck from Zerks. Jaguar of Paul Watson going again here. So just set his time now with 46.9. But again, that seems a bit way off, so I think he's just had a little sort of a half attempt at it. He's got plenty of VRS left, so he's going to be going again as Paul Watson. Droftus going again as well. I don't think he improved. He's had a little cool down lap, so I think Droftus is maybe going again on this time. Ramsel again, his teammate. About to cross the line, currently P7, 29.6. He improve. He does to a 28.2. Stays 7th though.
And Energetics crosses the line on the medium also there, Housey, with a 1 minute 29.4. So, yeah, interesting things happening in a Q1 session.
Yeah. 27.7 from Callum Tyler, puts himself P4. Yeah, we've got a few guys out on the mediums there, so
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether we've got a little bit of rain coming, because one maybe trying something different. Yeah, I don't know, unless they...
Yeah, that's right. No, it's definitely not
spooked
one.
him out, and
Yeah.
everyone's like, hang on a minute, what he's doing it. Oh, let's all do it. He's jumping off the cliff, let's jump with him. Yeah, woo!
Definitely not a coincidence, that's for sure, mate. So, yeah, I do apologise too, folks. I did say we only had one reserve. We've actually got two reserves, and the other one being just Mikey. And there he is there on his out lap. So I do apologise, Mikey. And he's about to get his lap underway, of course. I've also got Aylin out there. He's actually on his lap, and he's actually purpled the first sector. So, well, I tell you what, on his return, can, the former full-time driver of, last season, of course, Aylin, put that reserve livery, of course, the designer of the reserve livery, and he's very keen on letting the people out there, the boys and girls, the great people out there, the viewers, in on exactly the fact that he designed that one. So Aylin tackling Macus and Beckett's now, and let's just see how he looks at this second split. And, he's gone purple again, if we're to believe that. So Aylin is absolutely on a belting lap here, Housey.
Yep, just picking it up now myself. Obviously, he's no stranger to the car and what it takes. So he's just see him coming down now into club. Last little double right to get right. Don't want to get too much on that loud pedal. There we go then. It's a 27.6, puts himself P4.
Not too bad at all.
So
he did improve. He certainly did with a 1 minute 26.6. Just Mikey's out there as well, and he's he's coming through Stowe, and he's about to complete his lap for his first time run here in Q1, of course, Mr. Housey, and the reserve boys, here they come. Mikey's about to reveal his hand. He sets a 1 minute 28.1, and there you go. He's put it P8.
Yep, safe enough for a meantime. Mind you, we've still got what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys left to set a time, and not no time by LPE, Total P's, Extremist, DJ, and Chewy just yet. Is that Chewy coming round out?
Yeah, it certainly is, mate. It really is.
Stowe's just coming into club then, so we just see what Chewy can do. Having a decent run this season, actually, to be honest with you. He's one of those kind of quiet, under the radar kind of guys. Just doing his thing. I mean, he's not necessarily at the top, but he's there or thereabouts in this sort of good midfield battle. I've been very impressed with him, to be fair. He doesn't get in a lot of incidents. He doesn't do a lot wrong. Just goes about his business.
Well, yeah, you are right there, mate. We are watching DJ Death Dragon. He is a Hello Kitty driver, but there is a livery glitch, and that definitely is not the Hello Kitty livery, of course. But yeah, there you go. So he's out there on a lap at the moment, and he's slightly up on his previous best.
I thought that was DJ's, home livery. Stir the pot. Stir the pot.
Well, I mean, it's fantastic, isn't it? I mean, what can you say? Only DJ. No. Resident Arnie, of course, he's a great lad, DJ, and Droftas. Well, it says he's left the session, and he's probably running off his phone connection. Working away from home is the man, and he's probably got to fix his connection ever so slightly. But here comes DJ, purpled the middle sector, Housey, and is on a lap as well. So on the mediums, interesting to note, we're going to lose everyone from P16 right through to P20, as you all know there at home. But for those newcomers, all those boys and girls out there, yes, we will lose from 16th through to 20th after this session, and DJ puts it in P9 with a 1 minute 28.1.
Droftus confirming that was a bit of a connection glitch for the Droftus, but I've got him back, so he's all good. Hopefully get back control of his car, and we can see him back out on the track. And Den's just about to set up for a lap. Who have we got coming into club here? It's one of the Golfers. Mazepin about to start his lap as well. So we've got the Rockstar car of Kaiser, unfortunately invalidated.
I'll tell you what,
Jaguar
Housey.
hang straight.
I do believe our championship leader is out there, and that being Total Peas. And Team Jaguar, of course, flying the banner high is Mr. Peas. And, well, looking to have a good result, of course. Lost connection last week, and, well, he was classified as a DNF, of course. But let's just hope that can all hold out this week. And, well, this one is definitely not a lap. His ERS isn't on, so maybe just burning off a little bit of fuel, getting his eye in ever so slightly more, and, well, Total Peas is going to send it next lap, I do believe. So we'll just keep an eye out for that. LPE is just getting out of the way of a Monster Energy lad. I do believe that might have been all shot down. It certainly was. And, well, these boys are just beginning their lap. But like I said, we are going to be focusing on the bottom end. The guys at the top, of course, are quite safe. It is Q1. It is all about survival. And, well, and Dench, if we're to believe that, mate, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Purpled the middle sector as well, so we'll keep an eye on Dench to see what he can do. A great run of results of late as well, this Jaguar lad as well, mate.
And one of the nicest guys you're probably likely to meet.
Yeah, of course. There you go. So 1 minute 27.2, and I do apologise for that bit of a giggle there, folks. But I mean, there's a bit of a man crush happening there from Housey's end, and him and
man, it's all about the love tonight.
It's fantastic.
I'm gonna break out in Elton John's "Can You Feel the Love" soon.
Absolutely brilliant. But yeah, LPE, there he is there, and well, he's on a very slow lap.
He needs his lap.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
Needs to get a lap in.
He certainly does, mate.
It is a slow lap, like you said, but he's got 4 minutes yet, as you were just about to touch on. So he's only got 55% on his ERS there. So maybe made a mistake on that lap and just decided to scrap it, sort of quarter of the way around, halfway around. He's got his teammate following him around the track.
Well, interesting to note.
Lap time on the board.
All shot down has put that in the pit lane, so there is still time, mate. There's still time. But I wonder if the boys that are down the bottom there on that medium are going to quickly flick to the softs. So that's something we've got to watch out for, because you got to look at Bannister. He's out there as well on an outlap. And yeah, it does not feel safe there. Sort of right on the cusp, these boys here. You've got a 28.2 all the way down from P12 to P15. And, well, P16 is a 28.3. So anything can happen here, mate.
Yeah. Who was that? Ramsell's out on a lap as well, I believe, who's currently right on the cusp. So he's going to look to improve his time. Kaiser's about to set another time, puts himself definitely safe. P6 with a 27.666, the number of the beast.
Well, Energetics is definitely on a slow lap, if we're to believe that. We'll flick to some of these Jaguar boys, the ones that are down towards the back end. And LPE, loose, well, yeah, that's right. What is it? Loose to the rooster. And that's, thank you, Joftas, for the reminder. Yes, loose to the rooster. Here he is there, the Jaguar guy. And, well, I mean, that is a name that he apparently wanted to be called. So, well, and as usual, you pump a lad up and puts it in the pit lane. Ah, well, we will move on from that. The Extremist is out there on a bit of a lap as well. Rockstar Racing, Mr. Housey. And, well, there you go. Magenta first sector. And, well, the Extremist looking for a good result also. I do believe he came third last week. Ooh. And, yeah, looking to repeat, if not go a couple better if he possibly can.
Yep, obviously, I'm not trying to put a fella down, but DJ crashed out on the last corner of the last lap last week, and unfortunately handed the podium to the Extremist. Although you got to be there, and you got to keep wheels on your wagon.
Well, speaking of the Extremist, he has just gone drifting through cops. And, well, that's not going to do his tyres any favours whatsoever. He's going to have to cool them right off and have another crack at it. There was a Monster Energy driver of all shot down that just went breezing by him, of course, on an outlap, Housey. We'll have a look at Ramsell to see whereabouts he is. There he is there. In the beginning of the second sector, a bit of a tank slapper there. But, yeah, Ramsell right on the cusp there with a 1 minute 28.284.
Yeah, he had invalidated his previous lap, so he'd been forced to go again. I don't think it was part of his plan. Extremist then, P20 at the moment, just coming into club. He needs this lap. Can he get himself clear? Can he get himself out of this drop zone?
Not on this lap.
It's a bit wide. He had to lift.
Nowhere near on this lap. No
146, 122. And he had such a poor exit that he's not going to carry that speed up through Abbey and Farm and Village. So I do reckon that the Extremist is going to struggle to come back from this one.
Well, you are spot on there, Housey, of course. We've got Paul Watson out there, just beginning another lap, of course. All shot down is out there, as you can see. He's up by nearly 3/10 on his first sector, Housey. I've also got the Extremist, as you just did briefly touch on. This will be it. This will be these boys' final run. And any chance that they can pull themselves out of Q1 all falls down to this. And, well, Extremist and... all shot down. Even Paul Watson a little bit out of position there. LPE didn't quite nail his lap, invalidated. He's not going to have enough time to get back out there, of course. And he will start at the back of the grid.
So Chewy just in 14th. Can he improve? No, he doesn't. He loses a bit in the last sector. Still safe at this point in time. So let's see then. Here comes the movers and shakers. Can anyone do what they need to do? All shot down is 1.2 up at the moment.
Mate, he absolutely is. He really is. And, well, if he were to believe that, it's going to be very close. Yeah, it's going to be very close. It is a banger of a great last sector, and he has. And he puts it P10, so he's put himself safe. We've got Paul Watson.
Extremist, 17th.
Oh, there you go. So the Extremist is out. The Extremist is out. Paul Watson will be next. And let's just see if he can grab himself into a Q2 session. He comes around that last corner and, he's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. He is out of fuel. And no, that is a 1 minute 30.5. P19.
That's it. I think we're done.
No, we've got energetics. Energetics and,
energetics.
Well, Chewy is just invalidated.
Chewy.
Oh, that is unfortunate. So it's only energetics there, my friend.
Just energetics. Yep, energetics just coming through the Maggots Beckett's Chapel section then. Can he running it as wide as you want if you to believe that? Energetics just gone purple in the second sector. What's he currently got? 28.3, so anything above a 28.151 will get him into the safe zone and push DJ out, who retired a bit earlier in the pits thinking that he was probably safe.
Yeah. We'll just
Is
see
his
that.
teammate going to put him out? He does.
He does. He certainly does. Well, that's the Dutch boys. They're having a bit of a scrapple amongst themselves. And, well, Energetics putting DJ Deathdragon in the drop zone. We have our our Q2 session competitors, of course. We're going to lose DJ, Chewy, the Extremist, Paul Watson, and LPE Housey. Well, there you go. Q1 done.
Yep. Well, the more interesting thing is what Q2 is going to look like.
Yeah,
are we going to be seeing sprinkles of rain, or are we not? Or are these boys just trying to throw us off?
Oh, I seriously doubt it. It's not really... I don't know, mate. I mean, to not make Q2 because you're on the medium, there's got to be something in that. I mean, DJ...
Well, Zerks is saying it's dry.
Well, I don't know, mate.
He's a weather update. But, you know, he could be throwing us a doozy as well.
Yeah, he could. He quite possibly could.
Yeah.
We've got Chazza, the Geordie Juggernaut, up there on top. Have a look at that with a 1 minute 26.6. Hang on, that's not right, is it? Yeah, that's right. That is exactly right. I have to apologise. Sorry, Chazza. I didn't mean that in any way or anything like that. I just had a senior moment there. I am Sloth P2 with a 1 minute 27.0. And Denge, your boy there, Housey, with a 1 minute 27.2. There you go. We'll quickly flick down to the bottom because we did lose DJ Chewy, the Extremist, Paul Watson, and Looster the Rooster, as he likes to be known, formerly known as LPE.
Yep. So we'll move on to this critical Q2 session now. Obviously, we say it every week, but just in case, tyres you set your best lap on in this session will be the tyres you start the race on, unless, of course, it is absolutely throwing it down for the start of the race. Which, might happen. You never know. Looking pretty dry at the moment, so maybe Zerks isn't throwing us one, but we shall see. Like I said, I mean, I've never seen that happen in Q1 before with the guys running the mediums.
No, that's right. So dry. Hang on a minute. Xerxes is a bit of a wordsmith, he is. So, I mean, dry could mean dry Q1, dry Q2,
does that mean,
dry Q3,
is he trying to make,
say the race.
Is he trying to make that, he's trying to make a connection with wet, I reckon. Is that what he's doing?
I don't know. He's a very clever lad, is the Xerx, man. And, yeah, he's, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me the slightest little bit there, Housey. But yeah, first to blink here in Q2, and wants a bit of airtime, does the Xerx, man. And yeah, of course, yes. Well, a new father. Well, he's was already a father, but his lovely wife a couple of weeks ago gave birth to baby Max, and family is doing well, apparently, so it's fantastic to see. Xerxes hasn't missed a beat, so good to see he's got his priorities all sorted out here at Formula 4.
Yep, there are some things important in life, and Formula 4 is definitely one of them.
Exactly right. Oh, you can't fault the commitment of the man. And of course, he does those beautiful championship tables that you've seen at the start of the stream, of course. Is the Xerx, man, the magician, and here he goes, mate. He's about to, complete his outlap and get himself underway. Now, yeah, a lot of guys out there on softs. We did see in the Australian division that the soft runners, their first time running a Q2 session.
6 of them, weren't there?
Yeah, there was a few of them, mate. There was a few of them. There was,
I think it was 6 in the end that set their best Q2 laps on the soft, so only 4 doing it on the medium, so maybe these boys caught a bit of that earlier and thought, well, actually, yeah, we'll use the mediums Q1 and then we'll run softs in Q2.
Well, what caught them out,
maybe
though,
that's what's going on.
What caught them out, though, a little bit, Housey, was some of them did decide to slow up, obviously. They do a bit of a banker and play a couple of funny bugger scenarios where they will do a flying first 2 sectors, and the third sector, that just towards the end of the lap, they slow right up, and then they tried to go out on the mediums, and because there was a couple, it just caught some of them off guard there, and there definitely was a mixed bag, and it made the session very, very interesting, to say the least. So there was definitely 2 ways of thinking in that session, and it'd be, like you did say, mate, be interesting to note to see which way these UK boys take their strategy, of course, the strategic session here at Formula 4. Q2 right now here at Silverstone. Xerxes is out there on track. You're going to see it all magenta. He hasn't even got his ERS on, so this lap will be a banker. And, well, let's just see what happens. Who is behind Xerxes there, bud? We've got Energetics,
it's Energetics, I think.
Yeah, it certainly is.
It is.
And he's done the same. Look how much ERS he's got saved in that tank. And, well, this is another banker of a lap as well. We'll flick up to Andenge, because Andenge is out there. Interesting to note, Housey, on the medium. So he's just getting his lap underway. Mazepin is out there on about to complete his lap, I do believe, here, mate.
Yep, he is, yep. He's got Droftus right behind him, coming through club. So, Energetics and Droftus. Droftus is a 26.6, Energetics with a 29.1. We've got all shot down, just about to cross the line now. P2, 27.734, all on soft tyres there.
So, Ramsell.
Flicking through, I'm seeing a couple of spinners.
Yeah, that's right. So, the chiropractor about to start a timed run right about now. We've also got Alan out there on track.
Yeah.
He's furthest along on a timed run. He's just gone purple in that second sector there, mate. Of course, very early stages here in Q2. 10.5 minutes remaining. Plenty of time, so nothing to get fired up about yet. We touch on it every session, though, Housey. Sort of like one of those, especially in the game anyway. The Q2 session really doesn't fire up until about, probably about 5-6 minutes remaining, I dare say. And it's almost, it does remind me of back in the I did touch on it in the Aussie stream, but back in the early days, where where the session used to just be a one-timed session, if you remember, and it was it never used to fire up until the last 20 minutes. Well, in the game, it's gone very similar with a Q2, of course, and doesn't really heat up. As you can see, Droftus has put it up there with a 1 minute 26.6, and you've got Xerxes on a 29.9. So that's only 6 guys completed a lap so far, and the gap, the time difference is quite significant. So there is definitely different ways of thinking here, mate.
Quite a lot of people boxing again. P's just boxing after coming out on the softs. Ramsell's going to set a lap here though. Hello Kitty driver, about to cross the line. Lose himself P2, 27.630. So a decent opening from Ramsell.
Exactly right. Just
Mikey. Not bad run, to be fair.
No,
Ramsell,
he's done really well.
Just Mikey, he's done. He's had a few good weeks, to be fair.
Look, I tell you,
to pick up tail end of the season.
Just Mikey sets the time of a 27.9, and well, I'll tell you what. After last week's stream, Ramsell did message me, and well, he was a bit disappointed I didn't squeeze him in for driver of the day, and yeah, I had to apologise to him because I mean, there's only 5
12 places, I think.
I mean, it was a cracking race, and but yeah. He wasn't too shy of reminding me, and
I gave him his props in the Discord. It's all right.
Yeah, of course.
One of us gave him some love. Ramsell, I love you, man. Even if Skate doesn't, I got you. It's all good.
So there you go. Oh no,
sloppy boy.
And, yeah,
he's invalidated.
He's just invalidated, mate. So you'll have to have another bite of the cherry, of course. We've got Bannister out. Thank you, mate. Thank you. There he is. There,
teammate.
Of course, Callum looking for a good result this week as well. Hasn't had a good run of late, probably to his own admission, but hopefully he can fire up this one, and let's just see what he can do. He's about to set. Well, it's not going to count. His ERS is off. Well, it is going to count, but it was a bit of a banker lap, and he has still got his ERS off. So he's going to have another go. I'll probably put that in the pit lane and come out on the desired tyre choice he would like to try to start this Grand Prix on. So Sloth is having another go. He's just gone purple in that first sector there. How's he? Bannister is on the hanger straight. So, yeah, let's just see what he can do. Going through Stowe right now.
He's indeed picking up who's next along whilst you're watching him. Got to be Sloppy Boy.
So here comes Bannister with a 1 minute 28.4, well, nearly a 5, so puts himself P5, and at the moment, safe, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be towards the end. We'll flick down to Sloth, as you did say, mate.
Yep, Sloth's on his lap at the moment. Hopefully he's going to set a more representative lap here, although he hasn't set a lap yet. Let's see what he does. There you go then, Sloth sets a 26.466. It's going to be his teammate in Callum Tyler that's coming along next, just exited Stowe. And he's going to put it in the box.
It's, yeah, that's
31-0, so, This is the most Sunday drive session I've ever seen.
Have a look at this though, mate. We've got Charlie Scott and Denge and Kaiser all making an appearance now out on track. On the medium compound, and if we're to believe that graphic, Chazza has just purpled the middle sector. Total Peas is out there as well. He's just getting himself underway on that soft compound. Xerxes is out there as well. There he is there, and he's got a brand new set of soft tyres on that Monster Energy Racing. Right on the cusp is Xerxes. We do know he can do a better time than that, but there is going to be action aplenty in recent moments, and Chazza is the first. No, it's not. And Denge is further along. I do apologise, and he sets a 1 minute 27.3 on the medium and puts himself P3.
Yep, more like it. So we've got Charlie Scott next, just exit in Stowe, down into club. What can Charlie Scott do? He's yet to set a time here, 5 minutes 20 left on the clock. He's got time for a couple of laps here. He's on the medium. Let's see how he exits his final corner.
There
Goes
he is.
Third with a 26.963.
The Geordie Juggernaut puts it up. Oh, hang on a minute. What's going on here? What? I'm on Total Peas and it's going.
Yeah, me too. I've just flicked to him.
Is that can't be right?
Yeah, I mean,
Is it? That can't be right. What the hell? Anyway, we will move on. I don't know what's happened there, but yeah, we've got Xerxes. I do apologise, I've missed that, but All Shot Down is in 5th with a 27.4. Xerxes is about to complete his lap. We've got it on the nose camera for some reason. There it is. Flick to a better camera, and he sets a 27.6, and that puts him P6 hours. He's safe for now, but there are a couple of lads out on track at the moment. Got Energetics out there, just on an outlap, of course. Mazepin is going to try to get himself out of this Q2 session. He's going on the soft, so there's already a mixed bag, a different way of thinking here in the European division, of course, and very similar to how we see it in the Australian side. So, yeah, different minds, different ideas going on here, Housey.
Yep. Obviously, we like to have a broad spectrum of different ways of doing things, so it's nice to see that it's not completely follow suit. Just trying to pick up who's on the lap here, Skate.
Yeah, same, mate, same.
It's Mazepin. It's Mazepin is the first one along, just coming through loop and Aintree, so only just started the lap. It's going to get a good drive onto this first DRS zone down the Wellington straight, down into Brooklands, the left-hander, and into Luffield. Exit Luffield through Woodcut, get on the power as hard as you can. Into the famous Cops Corner, made even more famous after this year.
Yes.
We all know what went on.
Yes.
I'm not going to say, because that'll upset you, and I don't want to do that. So Maggots, Beckett's, and through Chapel, onto the Hanger Straight. Lovely bit of track this is. Love this corner here, Stowe Corner. It is a beast when you drive it. It is brilliant. Good exit. It's not looking too bad of a lap from Mazepin. Currently set P12. It does need to improve. Not a lot in it again though. He does. P8, 27.7.
P8 indeed there, Housey. There is a Monster Energy racer of Bannister out there on an outlap, but we're going to focus on Energetics because he's behind him. He's on a time run, excuse me. He's sitting 11th at the moment, is Energetics. And let's just see where he is at the end of this second sector to see how he's getting on his lap. Of course, there's 2 minutes remaining. His fuel light is flashing, so I dare say this will be it. And he's a second up, Housey.
Purple. Yep. Purple sector. Let's see. A second up. He's on 29.1 so far, so that'll be a 28.1. That would put him safe for a minute. Nice short shift then. Across the line, Energetics goes up to P4.
There he is there.
27.05, so good last sector from Energetics. Cracking job. Soft tyre fitted, obviously.
We've lost Kaiser. We've absolutely lost Kaiser out there. We've got Total P's. We've also got Callum and Aylin out there on outlaps. Bannister is, well, there you go. These boys are starting to fire up. So if you're right on the cusp here, like we're talking from just Mikey and upwards, these guys behind are absolutely turning the wick up here. And Kaiser is out at Cops. Thank you very much, Bozza. And, well, I'm still trying to fire up here. It's a bit hard to... it was a bit early this morning for me to start the coal fire, so to speak. I was trying to fire up here. I had to even splash some water on my face this morning. My voice is a bit rusty, so I do apologise for that as well. You blame the Aussie boys for that. I had what was a great race. And, well, as usual, and me yelling down the mic, and the voice has gone a bit funny, Housey, so I do apologise for that.
It's all good, brother, it's all good. We've got Bannister then, currently P11. Can he get himself out of the danger zone here? It's not looking too bad at the moment. I think he might just be able to do it.
There you go, he puts a P10.
27.8.
P10. We've got Total P's, our championship leader out there, and also Aylin is getting his lap underway, of course, but we'll go to Total P's. Oh, a bit of a wobble there. How's he? A little bit of a wobble. but he should be able to get himself out. It looks kind of tidy, to be honest. This guy is, well, this season has been in a class of his own. He sets a 1 minute 27.0, and that is P4 for now. He is safe, so we will see him in a Q3, of course. Who else is furthest along? Well, Callum Tyler, there he is there, and on the medium, Housey, he's just over 6/10 up on his previous best at the, well, if it was to believe that graphic, I do believe it did flick up there briefly. We're going to find out very, very shortly to see how he's getting along on his lap, and it is purple. Whoa, have a look at that. 1.7 seconds up on his previous best. Callum is absolutely on one here, and let's just see if he can get himself out of this drop zone, Housey.
Yeah, we've got just Mikey, one of the reserves, not going to be too far behind as well, currently P12. So does Callum get himself out? He's just about across the line. He doesn't. P12 with 27.923. Can just Mikey then get himself out the reserve? No, goes P11, best of the rest, 27.805. Who's that? Aylan. Aylan then. He's 1.4 up. This could be good enough for Aylan.
Let's just see what he can do. P6, yes. And there you go. He's gonna be in a Q3 session. Fantastic. And we've got our drop zone there, Housey. We will lose Mazepin, Just Mikey, Bannister, Callum Tyler, and of course Kaiser. And well, there he is there, the man who's in the chat but not on the grid. The amigo, Infamous Pillars, and well, he's showing a bit of stick my way. Well, I mean, I'm feeling a croaky thing. I can sound it. I can hear the sound in my ear a little bit there, Pills. And yeah, it's definitely croaky. That's not how I always sound, but well, I'm apologising anyway. And well, you should be apologetic too, buddy. That is 2 weeks in a row we've missed you, and well, hopefully we can see you back. We see you back next week, of course. And well, there you go. There's a bit of stick between Droftas and Callum, of course. But there, Sloth puts it on top at the moment. And I did read before, it doesn't matter what he's going to set. He's going to invalidate both laps in a Q3 session. But there he is there at the moment in Q2 on top of the timing charts. And, well, good to see. 2/10 quicker than Droftas, which is no mean feat. And, well, the Geordie Juggernaut. Maybe the Geordie Juggernaut is starting to fire up here. That is an impressive time on the medium, of course. We'll flick back down quickly, as I did touch on before. Mazepin, Just Mikey, Bannister, Callum Tyler, and Kaiser, we have lost.
Yep. What was that? 2 out of the 10 going on the mediums from the start then. So Charlie Scott and Denge, I think it was, mediums there. They're going to be starting the race on. So, again, slightly different to what we normally see. To be fair, more people opt in for the softs than the mediums in the Q2 session.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's well, I did think it was a similar way of thinking, but you know what? It's the UK. Well, the European boys have gone more the soft realm, haven't they? Compared to what we've seen in previous stream, of course.
More.
But yeah, slightly more to the soft end of the spectrum, of course. And well, Q3, this is where it all happens, Housey.
Yep, here's where the magic begins. Bozza off to work, so yep, thanks for tuning in, Bozza. We'll catch you soon, no doubt.
See you, Buzzman. Congratulations on your P2. It was a great result by you, and well needed, mate. Well done. But yes, he's we had a great race, did he? And we've got a couple of cars already trying to hit the track, and I do believe, well, it is him again. It is him again. No, it is the Geordie Juggernaut.
Charlie, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Yeah,
there he is there. Yeah, and he's got his teammate behind him in Xerxes. Yeah, so we've gotten 2x2 at the moment. We've got 2 guys at the front up there. We've got 2 Monster Energy lads in Charlie Scott and Xerxes out on track, pretty much nose to stern. And the same with Denge and I Am Sloth have come out pretty close together. The Hello Kitty's doing the same, as you can see on that track map there, folks. And All Shot Down has made an appearance as well. So boys are just starting to fire up here at Formula 4. Of course, they've had a chance to get their eye in, of course, through the Q1, Q2 session. and they're about to show us exactly what they've got. But of course, probably won't see that till about towards the very back end of Q3. We'll set a decent time regardless, but I dare say that this will be not the full reveal. This will be just a little sneak peek into the pace that they've actually got. So it's always an interesting session to see where they all sort of line up here, Housey.
Yep, indeed. Like you said, there'll be a one sort of decent, solid banker lap before they go and risk it all to try and get the fastest time with a few minutes to go. Track in the best position.
Very well said.
Risk it all.
Very
risk
well.
It all.
Very
risk
well
it all.
said.
What did I hear? I heard some great. What was it? Yeah, it was. I heard an expression the other day. It was checkers or wreckers.
Checkers or.
I found that quite funny. Checkers or wreckers. Putting it all out there. Checkers or wreckers.
Well, I mean, you're that sounds like well, forgive me, folks, but it sounds like a NASCAR vernacular. I do know that.
To be honest with you, that's a very good call because it was actually an American, and he had a cowboy hat on.
There you go. So.
And he had a pickup truck built out of scrap. Yeah, I'm going to fight for the checkers or the wreckers, boy. Okay.
Oh no, Chazza has invalidated. He is invalidated through maggots and Beckett's, and well, that is
Xerxes crashed as well.
Unfortunate. There you go. Xerxes off track as well, as you did touch on. Who else is out there? We've got
Charlie Scott.
No, he's invalidated, mate.
Yeah.
So it is Sloth.
Ooh, he's at Hello Kitty. No, it's not. It's
it will be Sloth.
So no one wants to be the first one to set the time here, but it is going to be Sloth.
Way.
Yeah, it's going to be Sloth. Down to Sloth. We're going to rely on this to see what sort of decent banker then.
There you go, 26.6.
Nice.
So, well, there you go. I know Sloth is probably going to send every lap he gets an opportunity to, because he did say in the chat there he was thinking he's going to invalidate both his Q3 runs. But there you go. He's got one on the board, on top of the timing charts. Droftas, interesting to know. I do apologise. The new Portonian sets a P2 at the moment, folks, with a 26.6, just 1,000th off. I am Sloth. So all shot down, also out there, just about nearly 9/10 off those boys. So these guys are going to go back to the pit lane, reset, and have another crack. The chiropractor is out there as well, but Denge is furthest along. He will be next, Housey.
Yep, Energetics just set a lap of a 27.433, puts himself P3, and Denge has just invalidated his lap, so he's going to need to turn off that ARS. And if he's got the fuel, go again. If not, he's going to be boxing it. So it's Ramsel, I think, next on the lap. Hello Kitty car, just coming down Hanger Straight into Stowe. Let's see if our bigging him up in Q2 there is going to carry on through. Can he get in amongst the top guys here? Goes P5.
26.6. So he's still got the fuel on board there, Housey. Whoa, and he's spun! He has spun, and there you go. We've got Wave Yellow, Sector 1. And, well, that is a spinning Ramsell. The chiropractor losing it big time there. And, well, he will... is there time? It flicked up quickly. Is there time, Housey? Is there time?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, 6.5 minutes remaining in this session. Now, they've got to change that, don't you think? They've got to change that yellow flag. It is so frustrating. It is so frustrating.
It doesn't annoy anybody apart from us commentators.
Energetics, Energetics took out a breaker board. Come on, Energetics, you're better than that. And, well, there you go. He's got to put it in the pit lane. Not too sure what he was doing. There's no one on track around him for miles.
No one on track. No, well, there's no one on track on a lap either. Pease has just tried to go for a lap, but he's unfortunately invalidated it. So we've got nobody actually on a live lap. So.
No. And this is that glorious moment that we were talking about.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
The filling part.
Total Pease has spun. Total Pease has spun going through cops. And, well, course, still half a session remaining, but as he flicks that Jaguar car around the right way, he gets himself underway, of course. He probably put that one back in the pit lane there, Housey, and have another crack, another bite of the cherry, so to speak, mate.
Yep, obviously not sure what fuel he's got on board, but I would have thought that's going to be the case. So the only guy out there is Andenge on his outlap, so we're going to have to wait a whole lap before someone starts a competitive lap. So this seems a good time to fill with some some notes from the Book of Love, I guess. So
mate,
well, let's go with it.
Listen, you don't have to wait, mate. Anytime you want to bring that glorious Bible of yours out, oh, mate, bring it out. You are Statman 2.0, well, Matt. You are there. That's what we nickname you for a reason. Well, I did anyway, because you love a good old stat. So get cracking, Housey.
Okay, right, well, we'll just run through last week's results then. So last week's results were Slough in P1 and Denge P2, Extremist in P3. Pole position last week went to Droftus. Fastest lap of the race to Charlie Scott. Best finishes last week for Slough in P1, the Extremist in P3, Mazzaspin in P8. Equal best finishes for Ramsell P7, Bannister P9 and LZ Elbow in P6. After last week's round, Droftus has moved up to P3. Bannister, Andenge, Ramsell and Elbow have all moved to their highest positions of the season so far, which is P15, P4, P13 and P18 respectively. Pease is now on a 9-week run at the top of the Drivers' Championship and Pot 1. Andenge on a 5-week run of staying in the same spot or moving up in the table each week. Zerks has been P6 for the last 3 weeks. Ramsell's on a 3-week run as well in his current position, which I didn't write down, but it is 13th. Where have we got then? So the constructors, yep, Monster have moved themselves into P3. Hello Kitty, Jaguar in Ps2 and P1, which have stayed the same, which is a 5th week running. Golf's currently 4th and Rockstar is 5th. A little bit about the pots then. Pot 1, Pease has been top all season, as I did mention. Slough's on a 9-week run at P2. Droftus moved himself into P3 after last week. Pillars has dropped to P4 and Charlie Scott is in P5. Pot 2 then. Same top 3 order for the last 3 weeks. Andenge, XS and DJ. LZ Albon in 4th and Kaiser in 5th. I'll pause for a minute. There you go. I pause and Andenge sticks it in the box.
Yeah, he made a bit of a mistake there, mate. He made a mistake.
Yeah,
and,
okay.
Yeah, he's aborted that one big time. He's got enough time. It'll probably be a bit of a splash and dash because his fuel light was screaming. So, well, he's lucky he gave himself a bit of time, and that's so super critical come towards the end of a Q3 session. And Denge making a slight error, and yeah, he's going to have to reset. He's got just enough time to sort of reset, but Xerxes is out there on a time run. I'll let you carry on with your stats there, Housey.
Yeah, you break in when you need to, son. Okay, so Pot 3 then. Energetics has moved himself up to P1 after last week's results. Chewy drops to P2. All Shot Down has held P3 for the last 6 weeks now. Extremist sits 4th and LPE is in 5th. Paul Watson has held, in Pot 4 this is, Paul Watson's held first for 10 weeks now. Ramsell keeps second place after last week. That's his 4th week in a row in that position. Bannister has moved himself up into P3. Callum is P4 and Mazzaspin is P5. So far the pole situation, Droftus with 5, Pillars with 3, Peas with 2, Energetics with 1, that's 6 to Hello Kitty, 3 to Golf, 2 to Jaguar, Rockstar and Monster on 0, as Ramsell is about, no he's not, where's Zerks? On the hanger straight, is that him on the hanger straight?
Yeah, he invalidated,
yep,
so we're going to flick to Energetics, so he's the next one on a lap, mate.
Okay, let me get to Energetics and then I can see how much time I've got.
You got plenty.
Through cops,
yeah, you got plenty.
Yep, okay. So, yeah, fastest lap so far. Droftus is on 3, Pills and Charlie Scott on 2, XS, Zerks, Slough and Denge all on 1 apiece. So, interesting fact. You want to know some interesting stuff? I like to do a little combined top... I like to do a little combined...
I love it.
We do the combined constructors, but I like to do a combined drivers as well.
There you go. Of course you do, mate. Of course you do. But just give us a moment here because that's right. Energetics is about to complete his lap, and well, he's already set a 27.4, but this is where it counts. This right here, and it's a 26.9, and that puts him P3. Housey P3. There is a couple of lads out there as well. Charlie Scott.
It's Droftus next. It's Droftus.
Sorry, I do apologise.
On the hanger straight.
It is Droftus. Yes, it certainly is. And well,
next, yeah.
coming through Stowe, and well, Droftus at the moment sitting P2 by 1,000th of a second with a 26.606. I haven't been tracking to see how he's getting on this lap, but let's just see if he improves, and he certainly does. At 26.596, he's got the fuel to go again, and it looks like he absolutely is. Who is next? There is a couple of boys.
Ramsel just across the line now. Doesn't improve.
No,
I don't
he does
think.
not. He does not. So
it's going to be Zerks. Zerks is on his lap. Just entering Stowe now, buddy.
It certainly is, mate. Zerks is going through Stowe, and behind
he looks like he's going quick as well.
Behind him is Total Peace. So they're starting to come in now, Housey. The clock has ticked down to 0. We are in the time remaining section of the session. Well, trying to say that one pretty quickly. As Total Peace, Xerxes says a 1 minute 27.1. Total Peace puts it on top with a 1 minute 26.4. Fantastic lap. As Chazza takes it. Oh, there you go. Here you go. Chazza puts it on pole. All shot down is out there as well. He's about to set his lap. Does he improve? Only slightly for P7. Aylin is out there. Aylin has invalidated. And Denge is on the back straight. Let's just see how Denge gets along. Because at the end of the day, well, let's just see who else is out there. Energetics has slowed right up. Sloth is out there on a lap as well. And Sloth wants to do better than a 26.6. This is his second run, Housey. So we haven't really seen... This will be it for Sloth. This will be it. Let's just see if he gets it across the line. It is a 26.3, and that puts him P2. Amazing lap.
P2. And Denge then. And Denge needs this lap. He hasn't got a lap time on the board at all here. Leaving it right to the last minute. What could he do? I'm not sure if this will take pole. No, it takes him P5, 26.7.
Well, there you go. There you go. That is Q3 done, folks. And interesting. Charlie Scott, the Geordie Juggernaut, doing a bit of a flex here at Silverstone with a great lap time to put it on pole of 26.1. And, well, that's 2/10 ahead of anybody else around him. Have a look at that, folks. 26.1, excuse me, and forgive my voice. It is breaking up, but, yeah, it is a great lap time. The Geordie Juggernaut, and I've got to say it like that because I know he loves it. I am Sloth with a cracking time as well. What were you worried about, Slothy boy? You are P2, fantastic time, and I'll tell you what, Total Peas is back up there in P3. Droftas, P4. Great lap time by him. Very close here in the European division. And Denge, well, Mr. Consistency of late is sitting there, P5, Energetics P6, Xerxes P7, all shot down. Ramsell, and unfortunately, Aylin invalidated that final timed run that he was trying to get down and, well, did not set a time. He will start P10 there, how's he?
Monster Energy with 3 cars inside that top 10, so a good performance from them. Very good performance for them. Sat P3 in the constructors at the moment. So let's go back to that quick stat I did say earlier. Combined top 3 drivers. So the combined top 3 drivers, so this is across both divisions. Nodsty leads the way with 217 points from the Australian side. Then it's Peas from this European division with 182. And then it's Nat Hammer in P3 with 175. So that's your combined top 3. I do like to just see what the difference is between the two sides of the championship. I don't think they... I try to spice it up a bit, but they don't seem to bite too much, to be honest with you.
As we touched on, well, as I touched on, mate, you Statman 2.0 for a reason, brother. Take it away. It's great. I love it.
Oh, I like it. Oh,
yeah, I reckon it's great.
It's something different, isn't it? You know?
I mean, you've shown me your photos of your Bible. I was lucky enough... Folks, I mean, I think only the privileged get to see that. He's got a Bible, and I've been lucky enough to see photos.
You ask Blue Dog. You ask Blue Dog. I've got lap times from me and Blue Dog from 2010 here.
Oh, well,
2011.
Let's not quite do an age reveal just yet.
Yeah, that was when I was 4 years old, obviously. Started young.
Oh, Oh, fantastic. So we'll get this running order underway, of course, as we did touch on there before. The Geordie Juggernaut, there he is there. Chazza, Charlie Scott, whatever you want to call him. Well, I like to call him the Geordie Juggernaut. He's a great lad. P1 at the moment on the medium there, Housey. Fantastic stuff by him.
Yeah.
Really, really turned it on so far. Don't want to put the Mozzer on the bloke, but fantastic to see. I am Sloth P2. Great from the little Irishman and doing a fantastic job this season, I must admit. Total P's is there as well, and Total P's P3. Rofdas is in P4, of course, the Hello Kitty driver. The lead Hello Kitty driver. We've got Ann Denge there in P5. Excuse me, Energetics in P6, the other Hello Kitty driver. Excuse me, we've got Xerxes, Monster Energy Racing. I do apologise, folks. Yes, there he is there. Xerxes in P7, warming up those softs. All shot down his teammate in P8. Ramsell, Hello Kitty, P9. The chiropractor doing his thing of late. And let's just hope he can have a great result. It'd be good to see him back up there. Aylin in P10, as we did touch on in the end of that Q3 session. Mazepin, the first of the free tyre choices there, mate. He is on the medium. He's putting some energy into those now because they take a little bit longer than what the softs do to warm up. Have a look at all the energy going on. The tyre generating heat, of course, is what these boys are trying to do. We've got Just Mikey there in P12, the reserve of Just Mikey, and he's opted to go the medium as well. But interesting to note, from P13 all the way to P19, excuse me, on the soft. Bannister is out there. Monster Energy Racing on the soft, as I did touch on. Callum Tyler, P14, Team Rockstar. We've also got Kaiser, Rockstar Racing. There he is there in P15. DJ Death Dragon with a DJ Death Dragon, bit of a livery glitch going on there in P16 on the soft. Chewy Racing, P17. The Extremist, P18. Paul Watson, Team Jaguar. There he is there, P19. And LPE, or Looster the Rooster, will take out P20.
So 5 out of the 20 going on the mediums, then Charlie Scott and Denge, Mazepin, Just Mikey and LPE. You watch the front, I'll watch the back.
So we have 5 lights and we are away here at Silverstone. Fantastic launch by Sloth. Has he got Chazza? Yes, he has. Straight off the line, fantastic launch by I Am Sloth. So far, so good. Getting through turn 1, turn 2, side by side, 2-3 wide. Fantastic stuff there, Housey.
Yep. All looking clean so far. We got our first spin up towards the back end. I think it was one of them on. Yes, it is Kaiser. And I think, is that Paul Watson? No, it's not. It's Xerx. Xerx and Kaiser then.
Well, yes, it certainly is there, Housey. I do apologise. My voice is going. I hope I can make it through this one. But yes, Xerxes and Kaiser, as you did touch on, at the very back. And unfortunately, from there is a couple of position changes at the moment. Mazepin and Aylin going side by side. Have a look at this. This is 2-3 wide. Who else is in there? Just Mikey as well. Just Mikey. And Aylin is dropping positions. What has happened? Oh, there you go. Aylin has missing his right hand end plate, and we have lost Chewy.
Massive smash. Yeah.
And we've got a VSC, folks. We have a VSC, and not too sure what happened at the back there, but we have lost Chewy Racing, and that is unfortunate. So
carbon.
Yeah, same. I quickly flicked down so I could see something happening with the timing screens. I tried to pick it up to figure out what was what. And yeah, there you go. Chewy Racing, unfortunately, will take no further part in this one. And, well, I am Sloth. Leading the Grand Prix under VSC conditions at the moment. Total P's in second position there, Housey. So he's doing a great job, and we are under green again. Total Peace is around. Oh no, that is disastrous for the lad. And well, there you go. Falling down the order. Droftas is still in P4, so not too sure what's happened. And Denge is up there into third there, Housey. So he's had a cracking start.
Yep, guy that's had the best start so far. Callum Tyler up 6 places. Extremist up 6, Paul Watson up 6. Worst start from Pease, down 14 places. So Pease with work to do, the championship leader. He's got it all to do with it.
Certainly does, and yeah, there you go. So of course, well, unfortunate for Pease. Spinning at Abbey. And well, we do see that quite often from, well, especially here. I mean, it's the game. I mean, there's some just hit a curb the wrong way, and around she goes. And Yeah, that is unfortunate, but of course, we're only on lap 2, and anything can change, of course. And hang on a minute, Pease is out! Pease is out! He's out! He has lost it. He has lost it at Cops there, mate. And he's done a Verstappen. We've got waved yellow sector 2. Surely that should bring out the safety car. We'll just see. We will just see. He's well and truly off track, but it's probably not going. If that was real life, I dare say it would. But I am Sloth sets the... Well, he sets the fastest lap of the race with 1 minute 29.4. And at the moment, he's starting to stretch his legs, has he?
Yeah, well, he has got the soft tyres fitted on as opposed to Charlie, who's got the mediums on. So Sloth trying to make hay while he can, of course, trying to get a break. And he has got, like you said, he's just pulling that gap, probably a tenth or two each sector. So he really has got the hammer down as Sloth at the moment. We'll see how many laps he gets out of those softs. I mean, what do you reckon, Skate? I think, what did we see earlier? Was it about...
Well, I mean, they really start to...
13 laps, some guys did.
They really start to go...
Some guys did manage to pull.
They really start to go off the cliff about lap 9. Lap 9, lap 10. Some guys did push them to 11 laps, but I mean... they were definitely, you could definitely see them start to feel the pinch around about lap 5-ish, to be honest with you. And, well, we've got Infamous Pillars in the chats. Total bin. There you go. Yes, that was Total Peas out of this one. And, well, Pillars, if you'd been racing, mate, I mean, that's the championship leader, not going to be scoring any points. And we're just going to remind our former champ, well, our current champ, so to speak, that, well, I mean, just have a crack, son. Get yourself back. And looking forward to seeing you back out on track. Droftas is starting to pressure Andenge here, mate. Andenge and Charlie Scott having a bit of a battle in front of him. And here comes Droftas, the new Portonian, seeing what's going on in front of him. Of course, he is on the soft compound. Andenge and Charlie Scott looking pretty good at this stage here, mate.
Yep, obviously got those mediums on, as we touched on earlier. Callum Tyler catching the back of Ramsell. I've been trying to keep half an eye on that one. They've got all shot down in front of them as well, so quite a good little battle going on for 6th, 7th and 8th at the moment. Zerks, we've lost Zerks. Where's Zerks? We've lost Zerks at the exit of Abbey. That's the second one then, so Zerks has done it too.
He certainly has. Oh no, Xerxes is out. Xerxes is out. Oh, come on, Cripple. Come on, Cripple. It's been ages since you've jumped back on. Come on, Cripple. You're better than that, son. You're better than that. I mean, geez, come on. I mean, we hold our drivers to a certain expectation here, and you being the championship winner of the first season there, Pillars, I would expect you to show a little bit more class than that, my friend. He'd probably be swearing at the phone. Will be Pills, but yeah, there you go, Xerxes. Xerxes is well in the chat saying he loves this track. Always end up back at the back on lap 1, and well, he's out. He is out. I am Sloth leading this one here, mate. 1.7 seconds over Charlie Scott. Charlie Scott in P2 and Denge P3 just on the back of Charlie Scott there. The Geordie Juggernaut Droftas. Let's not forget Droftas. He is there hovering. He's hovering around Andenge, and his teammate Energetics is having a bit of a cracker. But those top 3 have, well, top 4, excuse me, have broken the, well, started to make a bit of a distance between themselves and 5th place man Energetics. All shot down there, having a great start so far. He's got a time penalty, unfortunately.
Yeah, just pick that one up.
Yeah, for track limits there, mate. And he's in P6. So we've got Callum Tyler, another great start as well by him. If I do remember, he started way down the back, and yeah, he's looking for a good result. Yeah, he's in P7.
He's just got the move done on Ramsell, but Ramsell trying to tag along to the back of him. Yep, Callum Tyler up 7 spots at the moment. Extremist up 7 as well.
Oh, Mazzaspin! Mazzaspin's out! Mazzaspin is out!
No.
Yeah, he is out. Mazzaspin is gone. And, well, that is unfortunate for him. Through Lutfield. Lit up the rears. We have a safety car. He lit up the rears in Lutfield, and around he went, mate. So, unfortunate for Mazzaspin. And we have lost 4 drivers there, Housey. And I am Sloth. Well, I'll tell you what, it's... Yeah, it's a bit early. This is touch and go what these guys on the softs are going to do. The safety car will be out for 3 laps. And, well...
Perfect timing for him. Literally, the safety car come out just as he was exiting Stowe. So he has got a penalty to serve, though,
He's
5 second
putting the
penalty.
hard
He's putting on the hards.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow, that is interesting. So Charlie Scott will take the lead of this one and have a look at all the action in the pit lane. You got Sloth, we've got Denge coming in. Look at all that queue coming into the pit lane. Yeah. Have a look at it. Look at it. Oh my God.
Everyone in apart from Charlie Scott, who's that, and the reserve of just Mikey, I believe. Apart from that, everybody has boxed.
Yeah.
Did Aylan box? Is that Aylan on the hanger straight now?
Yeah, that is Aylan on the hanger straight.
It is Aylan, yeah. I don't think he...
Well, he hasn't got to that part yet. This is going to save. This is going to save Aylan. Bring him back up to the back of the field, of course.
Is he going to box?
Yeah, I would dare say he might, mate.
Yep.
But
so
there
the
you
downside
go.
for this is LPE, the old Louis the Rooster.
Louis the Rooster
couldn't get out in time, so he's gone a lap down, I believe.
Oh no!
He is a lap down.
And the safety car's not. Oh, that is. Is it? Come on.
Yeah, no, he is. He's going past it.
Let's hope it doesn't disqualify. Is it going to let him?
Yeah, it does. No,
it has not. It has not.
I don't think it would.
And Looster the Rooster has been disqualified. And, well, there you go. That's one thing, I mean, they really need to fix. I mean, that shouldn't happen. The lap car, I mean, safety car, they all should be on the lead lap. And LPE, unfortunately, out of this one.
Yeah.
Charlie
that is
Scott.
One of the things that annoys me.
Oh, give you an absolute irrits. I mean, let's put a livery on the game with livery that's only going to be there in real life for 1 week. And let's just not worry about the mechanics of it. We'll just do sticker kits.
Don't worry.
It's frustrating.
Okay, because there's a new livery, so who cares? Don't worry, LPE. There's a new Red Bull livery. Who cares about your DSQ, son? It's all good. Go in that showroom and spin that lovely Red Bull livery round till your heart's content. Maybe even get a box of tissues if you're that way inclined.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I mean, who cares about the game? I mean, what are we doing here? I mean,
that's right. That's exactly right.
Just throwing it out there, having a bit of fun.
Look, I mean,
but yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, we're rightly so too. I mean, it should be the case. I mean, it's ridiculous. But anyway, we'll push on a little bit. We'll push on a little bit. We'll try to anyway because it is frustrating. It is kind of frustrating. And as a driver, it's extremely frustrating. Let alone a commentator to see a driver try to do what you're meant to do or supposed to do. Of course, the game does
what happens in real life.
Yeah, the game does. Yeah, that's right.
That's
right. That's right. So, well, Chaz leading this one. We're under safety car conditions. And hang on a minute. How's he? We're getting distracted. I'm just going to see. Well, it's been quite a while. We're on lap 7. But let's just see the restart sequence. Go to this instant replay. I hope it worked because...
Let's go for the instant replay.
There you go, and it certainly did. And, well, great getaway from everyone involved. And what a launch by Sloth, sending it up the inside. And look at that. Look at the traffic through there. And so far, so good. There was a couple of little lockups, but fantastic by all involved. And... absolutely brilliant from the European boys at the start of that Grand Prix, of course. Very, very tricky at Silverstone, of course. Turn 1, it's very, very rapid. Abbey is very rapid. Everyone wants track position, and it doesn't take much to have slight contact. And because it's such high speed, usually and most certainly it's around she goes, how's he? But so far, well, I mean, through there, turn 1, both divisions, fantastic. What we like to see.
Are we going to get a late call on the safety car coming in as Aylan is just about to catch the back of the pack? I mean, this is going to be very, very, very late.
Yes, it is. It is
just in the back of the pack now.
Oh, that is late as
well. Wow, that is late. I mean, any late, we've got a penalty for crossing the pit lane.
That is very late. But yes, just Mikey is. Well, he's there in P2. We're going to stay with him. Charlie Scott, Chaz is gone. Just Mikey caught napping a little bit. There's a wide end denge down the back there. And, well, let's just have a look. Charlie Scott, well, what a restart by him. Did catch Just Mikey napping. He's almost out of that DRS detection zone. He certainly is. We're not going to have any DRS for the first 3 laps after safety car, folks. That is just the way the rules work. But yes, I am Sloth in P3. He is the first of the lads to have boxed, so he's come out in 3rd position, and I don't think those mediums are going to make it to the end, mate.
Well, and then look at him, P4, got the hards on.
Yes.
Extremist about to make a move up the inside of Ramsell. He does it. Into Brooklands. Nice move then from the Extremist. Ramsell on the hards as well, though, so fresh medium versus fresh hard. There's no denying that Extremist had that move slightly easier.
Well, we've just missed an overtake by I Am Sloth. I Am Sloth has got by Just Mikey, and Denge is all over the back of Just Mikey. Have a look at Just Mikey starting to struggle a little bit.
That's a bit close.
Yeah, very, very close by Denge. Yeah, he certainly is. He certainly is, and well, trusting the ability. And what a move! That is slipstreaming and a half. And Denge is going to get it done. Is he going to get it done? He certainly is. Sends it on the inside of Stowe. What a move by Denge to put himself up into 3rd place.
Look who's prowling.
Droftas.
Look who's on the prowl, P5.
Droftas.
There he is, yeah.
Yeah, he certainly is.
What's going on ahead of him and thinking, I want a piece of this pie.
He certainly does, and Droftas will be licking his lips. I'm not too sure what's going on with Just Mikey there. He's got 8-lap-old mediums on. Of course, everyone around him is on fresher rubber, so maybe that's just where he's starting to struggle a little bit and going through a bit of grainy perhaps. But yeah, Droftas on the inside of Just Mikey.
Yeah, so these front sort of 4 starting to break clear now a little bit just on this opening lap. There's a bit of gap from Just Mikey back to Energetics and P6. We've got Callum Tyler close on Ramsell. That's probably the closest battle on track at this point in time. Over P10 then. DJ Death Dragon and the Extremist just in front of them at the moment. So yeah. Just keeping an eye on this one. Trying to keep an eye on the timing tree. All shot downs, getting a bit close to Energetics as well by the looks of it from the timing tree. I'm still on board with Callum Tyler.
Yeah, me too, mate. We are watching Callum Tyler on the stream, and it is getting juicy. Have a look at his run he's got. He's just got to get his exits right, and he'll get Ramsell on the back straight.
Was it?
Yeah, no, it was not. It was
wasn't quite good enough.
No, it definitely was not, Housey, and of
course... Got a bit sucked in there into that Maggot Speckets. He got a little sucked in from Ramsell there, I think, and just running a bit wide.
I think so.
And that just cost him the exit, so he'll have to wait another lap. DRS then re-enabled after that safety car. Still the closest battle on track, although Kaiser's closing in on the back of Bannister, but as I say that, he drops a few tenths with a poor exit from the club section. Callum gets himself a 3-second penalty.
Oh, he's going to go try and have a look around the outside, which also becomes the inside for the next one, and no, he thinks better of it. So Callum is getting extremely racy behind Ramsell. Ramsell, interesting to note, is on the hard. Same with Energetic, same with Andenge. They will make it to the end, but of course, it is the slower compound. And there you go, Callum on the inside gets the job done over Ramsell. And DJ Death Dragon is next, of course, on the medium. He's a Hello Kitty driver, but that is a livery glitch, folks. But we're going to blame DJ anyway. Why not? Why not? Droftas is all over the back of Andenge. Well, excuse me, Just Mikey. He just got that job done. Now he's all over the back of Andenge. And Andenge on that hard compound. This is where the mediums are going to come into their own.
Yeah, he's been on the E. I thought he was going to have a little look earlier on in the lap, was Droftas. But he thought better of it. Waited. He's going to go to the outside now of Andenge on the hanger straight. Gets the move comfortably done as he enters Stowe, so Droftas moves up to P3. Energetics gets past Just Mikey, so Just Mikey drops another place. He's gone from P2 to P6, but still a good showing at the moment for Just Mikey. Obviously yet to pit, along with Charlie Scott. Droftas sets the fastest lap then, a 29.200. As all shot down is getting close to Just Mikey now, and the Extremist right there as well, so a good little battle for 6th. Brewing here. Is he going to send it the Extremist? No, he doesn't.
Oh, he's getting very close. Have a look. We have got a great shot here, folks, of the rear wing of all shot down. And, well, Extremist getting very racy behind the Monster Energy Racing driver.
They've all got Just Mikey with DRS, all shot down with DRS, and the Extremist all with DRS. Sorry. So the one that's under pressure is Energetics here, and he's just running a little wide there through Luffield. Could be a bit of a situation for Energetics on the back straight. Let's keep our eye on this one because Bannister's close to Ramsdale, further back.
And I Am Sloth is starting to reel in Charlie Scott, of course, and it is now just 0.7 of a second there, mate. So Charlie Scott not choosing to box, of course, started this one on the medium. Same with Just Mikey, didn't do what everybody else did. They decided to stay out and will stay true to their strategy. So interesting to see how that gets on for him. Energetics just gets by Just Mikey and, moves him up into 6th position. Just Mikey there, of course, since the start of the, safety car restarts, did start that one in P2, Housey, and has dropped like a stone down in P6 and getting pressured by All Shot Down. So, the Extremist is there as well, and, him and the All Shot Down are having a cracking battle. This has gone on for a couple of laps, mate, and it is very interesting to see how this one plays out, of course.
Alan then, right on the back of Ramsdale. Ramsdale on the hards. Alan obviously on the mediums, so looking to move forwards. Currently P12 and P13th. As you were mentioning, that Energetics, Just Mikey, All Shot Down, Extremist battle. DJ getting involved in that now, only half a second back. Looks like the closest battle, or next closest battle, apart from Alan here, on Ramsdale. Ramsdale catching the back of Bannister as well, so this is going to be a 3-car battle as well. Come probably the hanger straight. Excuse me. So I'll flick back up a bit forward.
Well, the Extremist is having a good look here. He's having a good look. He's had to back out of it. I tell you what, that is I'm going to say it. That's a ballsy move trying to send it there. But yes, the Extremist tucks him behind, and that would have been disastrous. There is a DRS zone. He's thought about it now, and he's just a little bit too far back. He spent all his tickets prior to, and All Shot Down holds that position. But these guys are pushing. Have a look at the time penalties coming now, of course. All Shot Down, the Extremist, and Callum Tyler. Callum has caught the back of this lot, and he wants a piece of this action as well, Housey. I do apologise, folks. My voice is going. I'm sorry, Housey. It's going.
It's all good. You're still sounding fine, brother. Take a swig. Rehydrate. I got it covered for a minute. You go and have a swig of the good stuff. Bit of whiskey, that'll sort it out.
Yeah, not at this time of the morning.
Yeah, why not? You're in lockdown. You got nothing else to do.
That's how bad habits start, mate.
Well, bad habits lead to late nights.
That's no good for anybody. Trust me, mate. Trust me. So.
Oh, look at this battle! Look at this battle! All Shot Down, Extremists side by side through Luffield and into Woodcut, and I'm still at it here into Cops.
They've touched slightly. They've touched.
DJ's going to make 2 moves here. He's going to get them both.
Oh, what a move! DJ Death Dragon drives through them both. He watches them squabble and says, "You know what, lads? You can hit each other. No worries. Callum's sending it."
Callum's doing it now as well. Callum's doing it as well. So Callum's past his teammate. Just trying to get the run on All Shot Down. He's just going to run out of legs.
Have a look at
Callum
these
made up
lads.
the place there as well. So that cost the Extremist there, going side by side with All Shot. Really did.
It certainly did. It has to regroup. Take a deep breath.
From DJ, though.
And, DJ, that's called taking your opportunities when they come presenting to you. And DJ certainly did that. And have a look at him. He's already put 0.8 of a second on All Shot Down. So that must have been well needed. DJ was just holding back the beast. And let's just see if the Dutchman can fire up. Of course, the other Dutchman in the field, Energetics, is up in the P5 there, Housey. And, on the hard compound, the slowest of the compounds at the moment. And, we are on lap 14 of 26. Can't believe it's 14 of 26 as I Am Sloth has been slowly catching the Geordie Juggernaut, that being Charlie Scott. It is only 0.3 of a second. These two are great mates. And, Sloth is all over the back of him here, buddy.
Yep. Extremist, Callum Tyler, still going at it as well, further back. Aylan's made a couple of places, moved himself up into P11 now. Extremist, all over the back of his teammate Callum Tyler. I'll shout if there's anything going on. If you're still watching the Sloth getting close now, but looks a bit on the timing tree.
Yeah, he's very, very close. He's all over the rear wing, but Chaz are putting that car exactly where it needs to be. And, well, Sloth is going to use the track to his advantage, but Chazza gets such good exits. And as you can see, Sloth sets the fastest lap of the Grand Prix with a 29.1. So Sloth has definitely got the speed under him. Of course, Chazza on 14-lap-old mediums. I am Sloth on 8-lap-old mediums. He's getting very, very close. And yes, that certainly is the difference, Housey. And it's quite noticeable at this stage. But Charlie Scott sticking true, as well as Just Mikey.
Doing a good job.
Sticking true to his strategy there, Housey, as just doing enough at this stage, mate.
Yep, it's only inevitably going to last for so long though. Before long, those tyres on Charlie Scott's car are going to give up the ghost, and he's going to have to relinquish the lead. As Extremist and Callum Tyler still going at it over P9.
Oh, DJ Death Dragon up into 6th position, mate. He sees Energetics ahead. Well, let's just see. Is he going to get him? Is he going to get Energetics there side by side? No. He's done it. What a move by DJ Death Dragon.
That was team.
Oh, they're probably
team orders. Yeah. Very sensible driving.
But I tell you what, though. I don't know, mate. Energetics, that's a crazy place to do it. But they made it work. So DJ up in a 5th position now. And, yeah, probably spot on there, buddy. Because Energetics on that slower compound.
Here we go, though. Look at Just Mikey's looking for
a
good run there.
There you go.
Fantastic battle.
Energetics doing the team thing. Just Mikey boxes.
Mikey bails.
He certainly does. And have a look at what's going on behind Callum and the Extremists.
Yeah.
They are teammates.
Battle. This. Yeah. You wouldn't think it at the moment. Aylan, who's that? Yeah, no, just Mikey. That was. Sorry, I thought Aylan was in the box. Aylan up to P10 now, but yeah, this battle sort of from 5th, from DJ downwards, Energetics all shot down. Callum Tyler, Extremist. What a battle they're having so far. Just been nose to stern the whole way.
It really has.
They're swapping. They're really good battle. Look at Sloppy the boy though. Sloppy boy. Closed back in on Charlie Scott again. Not that he really dropped back, but he's having more of a troubled time of getting around him than I thought he probably would, though. Skate.
Yeah, me too. I'm thinking the same thing.
Or is he, is he trying to conserve these mediums that he's got fitted? Is Sloth?
He probably is, knowing that
he has the pace. Is he just sat on it a little bit?
There's 10 laps remaining, meaning if he's going to do it on this set, he's expecting to go 19 laps on those mediums, which is a bloody stretch and a half. Everyone on the mediums at the moment, they're going to be trashed, mate. They are absolutely going to be trashed at the end. So probably waiting for a safety car, so to speak, because Charlie Scott has not boxed yet, and he's the only one out there on the same rubber he started with, leading this Grand Prix by 0.4 of a second over Sloth, as we did touch on. But yeah, as you said, mate, he hasn't had that opportunity to get that move done just yet. And I would have thought he would have got it done quite earlier, a lot earlier on, so to speak, as the Extremist and Callum Tyler battle resume. Have a look at this.
They've just been side by side again, all the way down the hangar straight, into Stowe, into Club. They can't leave each other alone. It's like they've got some big magnets on the car. I mean, I don't know who the team boss is or the team principal is of Rockstar Racing, but by God, they're going to be having kittens at the moment with these two going at it. I mean, it's been fairly clean, but unfortunately, sometimes that can only last for so long. Here's the Extremist then looking for a move. Callum looking for it straight back. Great wheel-to-wheel racing from these two. They've kept it clean. Extremist has finally made the place, but I'm not going to count out Callum yet. Knowing the way that battle's been going, I'm sure it's not done. So let's have a quick flick then. Let's see what we can see. Penalty-wise, all shot down. 7th place with 6 seconds worth of penalties. The Extremist in 8th with 3 seconds worth of penalties. Callum Tyler in 9th with 6 seconds worth of penalties. Kaiser in P11 with 3 seconds. Let's have a look at position changes. So position changes, DJ Death Dragon up 11 at the moment in P5. Extremist up 10 in P8. Biggest loser actually is Ramsell. Only dropped 4 in 13th place, and currently looking for a move on Paul Watson. He's looking for a move on the outside into Stowe. He has got that job done, so Ramsell moves himself up into P12. So most of the guys with the biggest position lost have actually DNF'd this one so far. I am Sloth now, just under 2/10, or floating around the 2/10. Charlie Scott.
This is starting to get interesting,
Howsy.
It really is, mate.
But it kind of comes close.
Yes.
And then it kind of, Charlie just pulls it away again a little bit. I mean, I thought there was going to be a move there, so I flicked to it, and then Charlie's pulled like a few tenths back on him. So,
but I mean, let's face it though. I mean, I think Sloth is racing extremely smart, to be honest. Charlie Scott does have to pit, because he would know that he hasn't boxed yet, and well, Sloth just biding his time, trying not to take too much life out of that medium compound, trying to stretch them the whole distance. And this is probably very, very smart by Sloth. Just using Chazza as a bit of a DRS zone tug along, so to speak. And well, he's just there pouncing, ready to pounce. The second Charlie Scott boxes, I dare say Sloth will put the hammer down and try to break Droftas, because let's not count out Droftas. He has got by Andenge.
No, but look at Andenge.
Yeah, Andenge is on that hard compound. They're going to come...
Yeah, he's not falling. I was just going to say, I wonder whether Droftas is going to run this one a sneaky and do something different to Sloth and maybe pit and put a set of softs on. But, I mean, I know it's getting a bit late for that now. But,
yeah, I mean, the only way that's going to change is going to be a safety car, I reckon. These boys are going to try to make it stretch. And Andenge, well, I mean, they'll come into their own towards the end of this one here, Howsy. As the mediums start to die, the hards will fire up. And, well, he's hanging on to the back of Droftas. And yeah, as you did say, the midfield battle all shot down. Well, even Energetics all shot down. DJ Death Dragon pretty much from there onwards, all the way down to Aylin. Aylin's starting to well, you can see what's happening in front of him. But have a look at that from Callum Tyler's onboard. You can see the extremists trying to make it around all shot down, but all shot down gets a fantastic exit. And let's just see how this battle cracks on. They are going in. Well, there they are there. Well, have a look at this. They all going to tuck in because, I mean, you'd be crazy to make a move through here. And all focus on your exit coming out of this little section here. Maggots and Beckett's.
Who gets the best exit?
Yeah, exactly
Extremist is looking good. He's looking good here, Extremist. I know all shutdowns going to have DRS. But he was looking good through that section. I think maybe the Extremist going to pick up a place or two before the end here. We've got 6 laps to go. But what a cracking battle this is, this tail end of the top 10. Absolutely hats off to the lads. They're having a cracking performance here. Doing really, really well.
Oh, as the Extremist goes a little bit wide, and Kaiser gets a 3-second time penalty, a 5-second for speeding in the pit lane. So Kaiser is getting rid of those mediums. He's going to go a set of softs, guaranteed to go a set of softs. Charlie Scott and I Am Sloth, the battle resumed. It is only a 10th of a second. Slothy's seen an opening, but probably thought better of it. Chazza is on 19-lap-old mediums, and, well, they must be screaming by this stage. Have a look at Sloth.
They look grainy as hell on the back of that car. I'm just, even on Sloth's on board, I'm on Sloth and you can see the graining on the back of Charlie Scott's car. He's done. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't box right now.
Well, very, very clever racing by Sloth. And I wonder if he's going to take this opportunity now. I reckon Chazza's going to box. I reckon Chazza is going to box. That is very, very clever. That's probably the smartest. He's a great little racer, is Sloth. As Chazza does throw that in the pit lane to get rid of that medium. Oh, my God. 19, nearly 20 laps on that set. And, well, fantastic to get him that far. But Andenge will take P2 there, Howsy.
Yep, he's just got past Droftas, so Andenge on the hards moved himself up to P2, only 3.3 seconds back from Sloth. Could Andenge have something more yet to say?
Yeah, maybe, mate, maybe. Well, like I said, mate, these hards are going to come in towards the end as these mediums start to die off. And have a look at Energetics now. Energetics is up in the 5th position. He's brought back DJ Death Dragon. DJ is on 4th. They're on 14 lap old compound tyres. Whether it be the hard or the medium will die off very, very soon. They've gone past their optimum, and well, the hards have still got a long way to go. So a lot to play out here, Howsy. And have a look at Anden starting to reel in I Am Sloth.
Yep, he is. Yep, he is just going to creep. He's got what 5 laps to try and get 3 seconds, but he is creeping. He's creeping up there.
He certainly is.
The battle is still all a go with around the sort of Energetics, all shot down extremist Callum Tyler. Callum Tyler's just dropped off the back. I think he's made a slight mistake, but it's all still to play for. Extremist all shot down and Energetics. We've currently got kitty cars in 3rd, 4th and 5th and 11th. So not bad outing for the kitty cars at the moment. Doing a good job.
Have a look at it. It is a DRS train though, and then none of them are benefiting.
Yeah, it is. It's been like that the whole way.
Yeah, it certainly has.
No one can break it.
It's fantastic to watch, and well, very similar to what we seen last stream. Of course, you make a mistake, and it's going to punish you. So far, no safety cars. One safety car, one VSC here, and in the European division. So it's been an absolute belting race. We've got all shot down. Having a good look at Energetics. Energetics is going to come into his own. I reckon he's got to get this move done soon. We are on lap 22 of 26 as Andenge has drifted out ever so slightly. And he's 3.4 seconds now, mate. So whether Chaz has heard the call, Sloth has heard the call and thought, you know what, I've just got to get a little bit more ahead or just to keep it for a little bit longer, just to sort of make sure that he is safe to take this win. Don't know what's quite going on out there, but at the moment, it looks like Sloth has enough in his tank.
You want to take a 5-second break, have a drink, and do a deal of the tick of the day?
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Sorry, I know it's a bit late. I'd almost forgot myself.
Oh, I forgot. I apologise, folks. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, there you go.
Laps. We've got 4 laps.
We've got 4 laps. We've got 4 laps.
Go and get it done, son.
All
get
right.
it done.
I apologise, guys and girls
changes
out there. I forgot. I'm forgetting things lately. How's he?
Yep. So DJ currently up 12 places in P4. He's up the most places. Extremist P7 up 11 places. Got Callum Tyler up 6 places in 8th place. They're probably the 3 standouts in terms of positions gained. Obviously, and Den's not done a bad job again, as we always come to expect from him. Sloth pretty much done a solid job too. I'll leave it you to pick the drivers. As Charlie Scott now sets the fastest lap of the race. He's got a habit of that. To be fair, I think that's 2 weeks in a row. This will be his 3rd week if he can hold it down. But look at this battle. The midfield battle still going at it here. Is Extremist and all shot down. This is some ultra close racing. How close Extremist is, within a 10th. Oh, brilliant bit of driving. Extremist sends it. All shot down, see it coming. Gave him room. Brilliant bit of driving from those two to avoid contact. Extremist does get the move done. So now Extremist up 12 places into P6. All shot down, drops into 7th. We've got Alan up in a 9th now. Obviously on a return drive here. P9. That's a pretty sound drive for your first drive back. We've got Droftus and Andenge going at it at the front over P3. No penalties in the top 4 positions yet. So with 2 laps to go, we're on lap 24. Top 4 looking like it's going to stay the same.
Yeah, I think Sloth's done enough. I think Sloth has done enough, and we've got the driver of the day poll in the chat, folks. And get your votes in, of course. This will determine our driver of the day. Yeah, there's only 5 I could choose. There's Sloth, DJ, the Extremist, Callum, and Denge have all gone in. Get your votes in, folks. as, like I said, that will determine our driver of the day. Droftas getting very, very close to Andenge here, mate. Lap 24 of 26, 2 more to go. And, I am Sloth doing the business, leading this one by 3.4 seconds. The little Irishman is starting to fire up, and this is fantastic to see. I do know what this lad is capable of, and, it is great to see him at the front of this one. Pot 1 driver of Rockstar Racing is Sloth, and doing his job as expected. And Denge, there he is there, all over, Droftas all over the back of Van Denge. I'm not too sure if he's got the tyres to get the move done and to keep it in front, but, we've seen stranger things happen. Energetics and DJ Death Dragon, have a look at this battle, and the Extremist is tapping onto the back of this one as well. So he's very, very close as Droftas. Droftas just gets a 3-second track penalty limit warning, penalty, and that is going to hurt. That is going to hurt.
Energetics gets past DJ in the kitty cars then, so DJ, as it looks like no, he's probably too far back. Yeah, he is too far back.
Let's just taking the sting out of the top 3 there, bud, because Droftas just picked a time penalty, and he's going to keep that 3rd position, of course. He's 16 seconds ahead of his teammate of Energetics. There he is there. DJ Death Dragon being passed by him. Have a look at the lads on 18-lap old mediums. They're all struggling. They're all sitting in the same window. As Charlie Scott did come out, he's boxed, he put the softs on, and sitting in 10th position at the moment. So just left it a little bit late. The guys around him sort of outsmarted him a little bit. He's going to try to work his way back up. I mean, the only saving grace, he's come out in that midfield pack. There is still a little bit of time remaining. I mean, I've got a lap and a half to be exact. And, if he's got the tyre compound and the pace to do it, he can absolutely get this job done. He's having a good look at Callum. Have a look at the lad. This is P9, P8, P7. Oh, and he's going to send it. Is he going to send it through? Oh, they're side by side. That is ballsy by Chasm at the Geordie Juggernaut. Gets the job done through Maggots and Beckett's. What a move. What a move there by Chazza, trying to take his opportunities. And, he has to. There's only 1 lap remaining after this one. And, he's going to see if he can get up to the Extremists. They are all there and thereabouts, but Chazza on the fresh compound. Look how much more rapid and confident he is. That must have been team orders. That is all shot down doing the teamly thing. And, of course, yes, we are emphasising the team orders, of course, here at Formula 4. It is all about the team, and that is exactly what we've just seen there. DJ Death Dragon is going to be under the pump very shortly by Chazza.
He is, yeah. Extremist has got past DJ, so DJ dropping backwards a little bit, actually, to be fair, just fading away. But I'm on board with Alan at the moment in P10, and he can see all the way up to, is that Energetics in P4? I believe it is. It is. So P4 to P10, I mean, they're separated within, a couple of seconds? They're all on the Wellington Straight at the same time. Look at them on the track map down there, bottom right of your screen.
Yeah.
They are nose to tail. I mean, this has been a fantastic battle for these tail end places, or certainly from let's say 5th to 10th. The whole race, really, really good stuff. Penalties now thick and fast, so we'll see whether this order's going to change over the line. We are on the last lap, so it might be worthwhile going back to Sloth. He's going to be coming towards the end of the lap. And Denge gets a 3-second penalty.
And Denge gets a 3-second penalty. That means Droftas has got the move done on Denge while we were talking there. And, there you go. I Am Sloth wins here at Silverstone. Droftas P2. And Denge will take 3rd place. Energetics is going to come home in 4th, or is he just? Bannister picks up a time penalty on the last lap as, Energetics about to complete it. Let's just see where they end up as DJ Death Dragon wins the driver of the day as voted by DJ gets P4, Energetics P5, Alan on his return P6, Charlie Scott P7, the Extremist P8, all shot down, P9, Callum Tyler, what a great result by him, P10 after a bit of a botch qualifying by his own admission. We've got Ramsell will come home in P11, Just Mikey is out there as well, he's about to finish his Grand Prix in P12. Kaiser is there and thereabouts. There he is there in P13. Bannister is all over the back of him, but not close enough. And Bannister will take 14th, and Paul Watson will round out the grid in 15th position.
I didn't see who had fastest lap. Did you see who had fastest lap?
We'll have a look at the timing screen when it all happens. But
I think that's the third week in a row for him. I'm sure that is the third week in a row. Yeah. It was Charlie Scott with the fastest lap. Well, what an exciting race. I can't believe that flew by. Maybe we just talk too much these days. I'm not quite sure. But
well, there you go. The game has given the driver of the day to DJ, and so did you, guys and girls at home. So we'll get DJ in for a driver interview if he wants to, if he's got his mic all hooked up. But there you go.
Of course he'll want to.
Of course, yeah, well, there you go. I Am Sloth does not do driver interviews. He can if he wants. But yeah, great Result by him. Droftas takes second position, the new Portonian doing his thing. And, well, Team Jaguar, Mr. Andenge, your boy there, Housey, in third position. Yeah. So just go through these results with the timing screens as usual. And you are right there, Housey. Charlie Scott with a 1 minute 27.432 is the fastest lap of this Grand Prix. So he came home in 7th in the end there, Housey. So great result by him. DJ has just joined. Yes, so we're just waiting for the boys to join. We'll go through these timing screens for the stewards to do their job. And yeah, we'll get crack on with these driver interviews. We had 5 DNFs. We lost Mazaspin, Xerxes, Total Peas, Chewy Racing, and Looster the Rooster. Early doors, of course. It was a cracking Silverstone Grand Prix there, Housey.
Yeah, like I said, that midfield battle was absolutely brilliant. I do have to give it to him. Kept us on our edge of our seats the whole race. Real good battle going on there. Nose to tail, all the way. Very good racing.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. We're going to go on a brief pause. Make sure these boys come in the commentary box, and we'll crack on with a driver interview. Just give us 1 second, folks. Okay, folks, we are back. We've got the boys in. Sloth does not do them, of course, but we have got our third place man and Denge, and I will let Hello There Housey ask all those questions because got to nurse this voice home, I think. Take it away, Housey.
Yeah, you go and get some throat lozenge, Skate, and I'll have a chat to these boys. So then we'll pick up, like Skate said, P3 on the podium today. And Denge, it was nearly P2 and Denge, 5th on the grid to 3rd, nearly 2nd. Last lap got pipped by Droftus and picked up that 3-second penalty, which unfortunately cost you. But nevertheless, another great performance by yourself. Give us a little bit of a lowdown on how it was for you.
First of all, nice to meet you again, my favorite commentators.
Ah, yes. See,
How
people.
good. I mean, there's a love fest brewing here, I think, and it's actually quite to witness. It's quite good to witness.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be back talking with you guys.
That's
mate.
Some
quality time every week.
That's what it's all about.
Mm-hmm. I do enjoy Britain, man. I had a fun race, I would say. I mean, I managed to get down off the start. I'm pretty good at starts, not gonna lie, but after that, it was just managed to race. I was really hoping for no safety car, because I would have been on the superior strat on the soft at the end, but safety car came out, just managed to place. stick in the DRS, which is pretty simple around this track. And my plan was to overtake Dan a little bit later on in the race because I knew my tires would be on the same level as him. But I don't know if he did it on purpose, but he was pretty smart because he lost like a lot of time on like lap 21, 22. So I just overtook him, and then he could fight back in the end. Nevertheless, it was a great scrap, and I really enjoyed it. So well done to Dan. He fully deserved P2.
Well,
Plus, I choked at the very end.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, at the very end there, mate, you were there. You knew Droftas had a time penalty. I mean, Droftas got a time penalty.
Yeah.
That's just one thing. But then that last lap, or whatever it was, the second last lap, I do believe, you did get that time penalty, and it was a battle on track from that point on. And, well, I mean, a little bit of a mistake, if I'm correct in saying so there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm just blaming it on being a racer, going balls to the wall every time. You know, you don't want to give up a place on track. You don't.
Definitely
really
not.
Don't.
Definitely not.
Well, that is 3 weeks in a row for you on the podium, and then 2 seconds and a third now. So let's hope you can keep up the good form, and congratulations.
Thanks.
We'll see you next week in Spa.
Well done, Ed.
So we will move on then. We'll move on then to our second place driver. Just got that then at the end, so it was looking like it was going to be a P3 for this man. Fourth on the grid to second in the race, then picks up the second. Droftas, are you there?
I'm here. Yeah, it was good fun.
Stuff, man.
Enjoyed that one.
Yep. It was a good race. I mean, unfortunately, you probably missed some of the great battles. There were some brilliant battles behind you. But done what you needed to do. Best result in you for a few weeks. So give us a little rundown.
Yeah, it's pretty much what Andreas said. You know, after the safety car, I knew those mediums would go to the end. Chaza was just supremely fast, and he pulled Sloth along for a bit with him. I couldn't get near him. So in the end, I thought, Andenge's tyres are coming in. I'll let him pass, save some ERS because I was struggling with it, and I let him go. Sat behind him, and I was always going to go for it with a lap to go, but I picked up the penalty. But I thought, let's do it anyway in case he gets a penalty. I didn't think he would.
And he did.
Well, Droftas, I mean, were you nursing those mediums home there, mate? Because I mean, what percentage were they on towards the end there, mate? If you can recall.
They're only on about 60. They'll go forever around that track.
Well, there
that
you
track's
go.
fine for mediums.
There you go. So, well, you heard it from the new Portonian himself. P2, a great result. They took the opportunities when they presented themselves, and as we did touch on with Andenge, he gets that time penalty, and it was just a battle on track from that point on. Fantastic to see you on the hunt again. Me and Housey definitely noticed you on the prowl there. Mid-Grand Prix when you were sitting about 5th position. And, well, if you ever want to watch somebody hunt down the lads in front, Droftas is a good lad to watch. And especially here at Silverstone. So, congratulations on your P2 there, Droftas. I think you're sitting P3 in the championship. And with Sloth winning this one, it's just that little gap between you and him starting to open up ever so slightly. Yeah. But total P's binning it this one here. So I mean, the pack is starting to close in here in the UK, in the European division, mate.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the gap is to the guy in front. It's what the gap is to the guy at the front, and that's closed. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, definitely has.
That's
I mean,
exactly
P's sat on 182 coming into this one. Sloth on 159. Yourself on 147. So, and Andenge on 135. So that gap is going to considerably drop.
That would be 1 point.
Yeah,
just got 22 for winning, so it'd be 1 point. Oh,
that's right.
Just said that, 1 point.
That's exactly right. So, well, congratulations on your second position, Droft. Very well driven indeed as we move to Belgium next week. Yes, I Am Sloth does not do driver interviews, and they are not compulsory. That is quite all right. But I'm going to take
wins
this...
on the bounce there, we should say, for Sloth.
Yes, exactly right, and he's done a phenomenal job. It'd be great to get him in one day, but I know he just does not do them, so we'll push on from that
Perhaps
point
send
there.
us a postcard.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But I tell you,
a little bit shy, maybe.
well, no, he just doesn't do them. I don't know what it is. Well, I do, but I mean, I don't think you'd want me to broadcast. But we will push on there, boys. We're gonna push on because I'm gonna do this one, Housey. We have got lucky enough to have in the box our resident Arnie. Come on, DJ Death Dragon, driver of the day. Welcome to the commentary box, DJ.
Yes, mate.
16th to 4th. Well done, DJ. Good effort. I mean, I bigged you up last week and said I want to speak to DJ, and he went and binned it on the last corner after we thought we was going to get it. But I'm sorry. I mean, yeah, you eloquently just drove out the car park gates last week on the last corner and decided not to take the glory. Yeah, but nice to have you in here this week, DJ. A fantastic race there from yourself.
Yes, mate. It all went pretty flawlessly.
He did a fantastic job there, DJ.
Though.
Great battles all around you, mate. And I tell you what, there was one in particular where you saw, I think it was the Extremist and Callum fighting in front of it. Might have been, I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
Definitely, and there was a double move, and you took your opportunity. You sent it like a champion. And, well, come on, DJ. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I saw it happen that those two were fighting so much, and I saw something happen, and the moment it happened, I go for it.
Yeah, very, very good. Oh, mate.
Patiently waiting.
One of the overtakes of the Grand Prix, folks. If you haven't seen it, I can't remember what lap it was on, but go back and check this one out. It was a mammoth move. And DJ, taking driver of the day, took that position, took all of his opportunities when they presented himself, and a well-earned driver of the day. So congratulations, DJ, on a phenomenal drive in your P6, mate.
Thank you very much, mate.
No dramas, buddy. All right, folks, that is that. This has been Formula 4 Racing, the European division. This one is starting to spice up. Yes, as you can see with that graphic on screen, we are going to Belgium next week. And, yeah, looking forward to that one. Everyone loves Spa. And another famous track, Housey. So, looking forward to getting our teeth stuck into that one there, brother.
Yeah, can't wait. I mean, it is obviously, as you mentioned there, a legendary track.
Yes.
Obviously, it can be tricky. There's a few spots on that track, so there's going to be some incidents, I do predict, right now. So make sure you keep your diary free for next week, and do tune in to us. We'll be glad to have you.
That's exactly right, mate. So, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to end this one, folks. We have been Formula 4 Racing. That was Silverstone Race Day 12, believe it or not. Just gone past the halfway point of the season, and looking forward to seeing how it all shapes up. But that was a cracking Grand Prix at Silverstone from the European division. For us, for now, this has been Formula 4 Racing. I have been your host, See Me Skate, my co-host. Hello there, Housey. We will catch you next stream, but thanks for watching. Goodbye.
Stay safe. Goodbye.